Namaste, good day. Welcome to Ahimsa Life. I'm Regina. And today's practice is about releasing the tension and pain that we may experience in our neck, upper shoulders, and chest area. This could be because we have overdone, perhaps we've been gardening, maybe we've been hunched over the computer, or perhaps the cause is more from a spiritual, emotional, mental state where we are feeling stressed out, and the body's natural tendency when we're in stress is to contract and guard our heart center, and so everything slumps, and this creates tension and its sidekick, pain. So whatever the cause, the most important thing we can do is to relax. And how do we do that? Is with our breath. When we can breathe diaphragmatically, that's down to our bellies, and then releasing from the belly up, the diaphragmatic breath engages the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is super important because it sends messages from the torso area up to the brain saying everything is as it should be and we can relax. The stress response, that fight or flight response, contracts everything at the top body. So the first thing we're going to work on is relaxing our breath. Now, I am very fortunate because I have my lovely puppy here, and they can definitely help you relax and restore because there's nobody who loves you like your puppy. But if you don't have a puppy, you're just going to sit tall for a moment, and we want to engage the lower body, press it down to the earth, and it's a rooting sensation that we'd like to do. So we're just going to root down with our lower body, and then bring your hands to your heart and acknowledge the beautiful spirit that we are inside. And just like a baby that needs soothing, we are going to soothe ourselves the same way we'd soothe a baby. And how is that usually done? Well, you look a little rock. Gently side to side, back to front. And perhaps we rotate a little bit. Maybe give ourselves a little bounce. So this is just to let go of any of the immediate tension in our body. It's time to just let go of whatever is bothering us at this point in time. All we need to focus on right now is inside, the sensations that we feel. Just come into tune with yourself. More little rocks, shapes, circles. And then we're going to slowly come down to laying. So if we immediately came down onto our mats, the vritti would still be going on. So that's why we've done a little bit of movement. And then when you come down to lay down, you want to have a blanket underneath your head. So the blanket is just underneath my head and my shoulders are off. This way my neck is open, my throat is open so that I can breathe. I'm going to take off my glasses. I don't want to have anything restricting me. Put them to the side. So back of the head supported, shoulders off. And you can either have your knees bent and the knees together, feet splayed. Or if you prefer to lay flat, bring something underneath your thighs and open up into Shavasana, wide leg poses. opens up the pelvis. Find the pose that's right for you, so you can try this or this. You want the lower body to be totally relaxed. We're not going to work with the lower back, the lower body, strictly working on the top of the body to relax these muscles up here. So once you've found your leg position, we're just going to bring our hands onto our belly and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. And we're not changing the breath right now, we're just watching. If you're an experienced yogi, perhaps you've already gone to your diaphragmatic deep belly breath. But if you haven't, that's okay. We're just going to watch the breath in and out through the nostrils. And then we want to begin to breathe a little bit more deeply so that we can feel that rise and fall of the lower belly. When we breathe down to the lower belly, our diaphragm is working. It's coming down. The diaphragm at the bottom of the ribs is engaging and it's working its way down. That's why the belly rises. And the diaphragm is connected to the vagus nerve, which sends the messages to the brain. So when we can breathe deep, diaphragmatically, the message being sent to the brain is that everything is all right. And if this is if you're having difficulty connecting to this abdominal breath, then just watch the breath. Try not to create more stress and strain and discomfort. It should be fairly easy just to watch that rising and falling of the belly, just like a baby who's comfortable and napping. And once this becomes the norm and you feel comfortable with that diaphragmatic inhale, we're just going to take one finger and place it underneath the nostrils and pay attention to the exhale. Paying attention to the length of the exhale, the beat of the exhale. Is it a nice steady beat or is it pitchy? And we're going to begin to encourage a very light breath. There should be, the exhale should not be a forceful event. You shouldn't feel any kind of wind on that finger underneath your nostrils. It should be a very slow, long, and a whisper of a breath. That again works the vagus nerve to send messages of stillness and peace. And actually the exhale is a little bit even more important than the inhale to get the right vagus brain response. A few more rounds of breath. And just try to keep that calm breath as we begin to move. I'm just going to slowly begin to bring the head over towards one side, the ear towards one side, and then ear to the other side. Make the move very slow and mindful, never going to the point where you feel discomfort, diseasiness. And perhaps every time you come over to the side, get a little further. you're saying no. And next time your head is in center, we're just going to move so you bring the chin a little bit further up, opening the throat like you were going to say, yeah. Chin towards the chest and chin up. And then come back to neutral. So back of the head flat on that forehead. And just let the arms come off the belly and just start some little circles. Let the hands move away from the torso. Shoulders up to the ears and down, up to the ears and down. Shoulders shrugs. So what we're working on is just opening up this heart center in a very slow, kind, compassionate way. And we're going to bring the arms a little further up and just like we were making snow angels, back of the hands on the ground and then just moving within your range. So not coming to a point of any kind of diseasiness, discomfort. First palms up. And because we don't want to create any more tension, we're not bringing them way up above our heads, just to where you can feel that there's that little bit of barrier there, and then back down. And then palms down and continue. And then we're going to pause. We'll bring the hands to a T. And bring the thumbs up. So thumbs towards the ceiling or the sky. And then inhaling, bring them up as high as you can. And exhale slowly down. Fingers are alert. So perhaps you can only come up and down little ways without causing discomfort. But perhaps you can come right. The backs of the shoulders. Pause for a moment, watch the breath. Have you created more tension, or are you able to keep that lovely diaphragmatic inhale and exhale? Just going to bring one arm over our torso, over our chest, and bring the other palm just on top of the arm, and hold, extending the fingers out, laser beam fingers. Other arm over the chest, hold. So the next pose is we're going to come into a cactus T position. So we open up, the upper arm is parallel, so Our elbow and shoulder are in line. And you're going to try to bring the back of the arm onto the ground now. This is where you're going to see how tense you really are. And you can bring a blanket to support your arm in this position, so only as deep as you can go. Staying here, opening up through the armpit area. Slow, smooth breath. Work a little more deeply. Just roll over to your side for a moment. And you're going to take one of your blankets, or you can take a towel, and we're going to make it into a roll. So if you have a lot of tension, you're going to keep that roll fairly small. And we're going to bring it where our bra strap would be. And we're just going to let, this is a little bit too deep. Supporting the head. Another blanket. So this part of the roll is underneath the bra strap area, and then you still want the head supported and open. So it's going to open a little deeper. And feet can still be knee bent forward, not where you feel comfortable. And breathe. Roll over and keep that roll right underneath. And you can keep it small, or you can make it a little bit bigger. You're going to bring it right underneath that armpit. Create a little pillow. You can have that blanket there for your head. And we're opening up again in this chest, and then bring this arm up overhead if you can. If there's too much tension, just let this arm be. Just work on this one side, otherwise intensify and start stretching out this side of the body. So you can have the hand down, or perhaps you need that block. So whatever feels good. Always support yourself. Back and over to the other side. hands on to the lap. And then just coming into a rounded back. It's like we're trying to protect our heart center. And then coming forward, chest forward, shoulders back. Imagining that cat-cow that so many of us love when we're in our knees. Closing, contracting, belly in, chest in, opening heart center, shoulders. And hopefully you enjoyed that practice. Hopefully you let go from that tension in your body. Namaste. Have a great day.